as long as Chillicothe was a state capital.
Hello, and welcome back to Specter Inspectors. We got Frank!
Hello.
So right now we are on our way to Elizabeth's grave. Can I not say it? Elizabeth's grave.
We can find it.
Yeah, we're trying to find it. We got a book, and Frank's got a phone. We did our research this time, as you can see. It's located in the northwest of Ross County in Chillicothe, and it's referred to by the name of the ghost who haunts it, simply as Elizabeth's grave. You want to find out who Elizabeth was?
Yep.
She was a simple farm girl who lived.
You know what I want to? At one point, this thinking here. Everything is so long ago. Like, whatever happened to somebody who died in like '89? Like, isn't there anybody from '89 that's pissed off and is a ghost? You know, haunting something?
Well, I mean, I think that since it's such a long time ago, I think that like there's a period.
Yeah, give it a few years.
Yeah, like you can't just become a ghost. I think that you have to.
I disagree. I think that if you're a ghost, you're a ghost. It's not like, you know what, it's been 20 years. I think I'm going to go back.
She was a simple farm girl who lived all alone in a cabin. She was the wife of a wealthy landowner and owned property in and around the cemetery. People also say that she was a witch. So that adds to it. I mean, you know. You want to know how she died, Frank?
Yes.
She died near a tree.
That's where she died, not how she died.
The townspeople carried her out, kicking and screaming, to the tree at the back of the cemetery. I'm guessing because they thought she was a witch.
Right.
Elizabeth is buried at the front of the cemetery near the road, but her tombstone keeps moving to the back. So it looks like that we are looking for the one that says Elizabeth, wife of T.E. Augustus. When did you say she was born?
1830.
Okay, August 21st, 1830 is the marking on the stone. So we have questions. Excuse me. Who was Elizabeth, and why does she haunt the place? Did she ever exist at all?
Oh, I mean, she obviously existed because there's a grave, so somebody paid for a pretty nice gravestone of her. So she obviously existed. My question is did she kill herself, or did they kill her, or was she just found by a tree, or was she hung off the tree? Because it's not real clear.
Or no one even knew who she was. They just made the whole thing up.
Goody Nook. What's this? That's it. We made it. Actually was harder than I thought, but an unmarked road is an unmarked road. Brad seems pretty excited. There's a shitload of bugs. This seems to be the tree that we're thinking that Elizabeth was hung from. There's a grave underneath it, but I don't know if the math and the years actually add up. But it's the only tree in the area, at least in the back of the cemetery, I guess is what we're saying. So is this why we're saying it's a moving grave?
I'm assuming this used to be up there. So who cared enough about the vandalism to drag this thing all the way down here?
I mean, this thing would weigh a lot.
Yeah. So, but, I mean, there's no other gravestones here, so someone had to move it.
Well, didn't you say that she was born in 1830?
Well, there's only one date on it, so does that mean
this
that?
one it says that she died, though. Oh no, she died at age 83 years.
Yeah, the one that they were referencing, at least on the site I saw.
2 years for her.
Yeah.
So 1884 minus 62 is 60, 1824, 1822. Is that right?
I think it's definitely moved because it has a hole in there, and like we saw over there, it appears like there's like a base, and you put this on top of it.
To the grave that we believe is Elizabeth's, here in, what is this, Ross County?
Yep.
At what's the cemetery called? The Pleasant Union of Youth Souls? Blessed Souls?
Pleasant Valley.
Pleasant Valley.
Mount Union, Pleasant Valley.
So it is August 26th. It's in the middle of the day. It's probably about 5 o'clock. And we are trying to attempt to speak with Elizabeth. We're under the tree that she was, we think, hung under. Are you getting anything on the meter?
Has the lowest green light.
Elizabeth, if you're here, can you give us a sign or say hello? I think that's what people say. Give us a sign. Elizabeth, is there anything you'd like to say to us while we're here? Do a lot of people come out and try to talk to you? You're kind of out here by yourself. Is there anything we need to do for you?
Is this the right?
You asked?
Is this the right grave?
Is this the right grave? Would be actually the first question. First question we should ask, because there is another Elizabeth grave.
Did you really commit suicide?
Yeah. Were you hung at this tree?
Was it a frame job?
All right. Well,
Let's move to the other one.
oh yeah. Let's move to the other grave. I guess Frank found the grave already. He said that someone knocked over the tombstone. He said there's a lot of knocked over tombstones. Sorry. Where'd you find it?
Right there.
It didn't move. It's right here. Elizabeth, is there anything you'd like to say? Do you not want us here?
Is this your grave?
Yeah, is this your grave?
Were you born in 1830 or did you die in 1830?
What happened? Nothing?
Nothing. No response. Sorry, I made it seem more dramatic than it was.
Were you hung here? Were you drugged here by other people? Should we look somewhere else? Did we somehow go 0 for 2 here? And is your grave actually hidden somewhere else? This one seems to have a rather large hole. Have people moved your grave?
There was an eeriness there that, because of all the vandalism and stuff that Frank talked about. Yeah.
Very old tombstones just knocked over.
Yeah.
Bullet holes in a lot of them.
Bullet holes in the tombstones, spray painted tombstones. A gigantic hole in front of the one of the ones we think we were looking for.
Oh yeah, the one that's, the actual one that was Elizabeth's tombstone had a big hole in front of it, like someone dug it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's noticeably a hole. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's like right where the body would be, presumably.
Yeah.
I like the cemetery a lot. There were a lot of bugs.
Yeah, lots of bugs.
But I don't know how. I mean, without modern technology and our phones and everything, I don't know how anybody would have found that. It's on a dead-end road, an unmarked road, and there's not even really any gravestones there to be found.
There's no signs that say this is a cemetery or anything like that.
So yeah, I thought it was really cool, and we found 2 gravestones. That's how I could think that people would think that the gravestone is moving back and forth. Is that there are 2 Elizabeths. There's one with what we think is her last name, but then there's one back behind this gigantic tree, which would lead me to believe that that's the correct one, because that's where she was hung.
It was so far away from the other ones. It's just I don't see a normal vandal trying to lift that and
trying to lift it
that far away.
Yeah,
I mean, it would take probably 2 or 3 really strong guys to move something that big.
That is something. How far away it was, and it was by itself.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anybody cry out or try to talk to us. At least from what I know, I might have to listen to the footage and everything. But
well, I don't know if there's going to be footage of the white truck, but there was a white truck that came by. And as far as we knew, it dead-ended right after the cemetery. It looked like it did. They kind of went by. We were kind of by the car at this point, and it disappeared. And so we went back by the tree so that we could use the EMF. It went by really slow, like eerily slow. Got all the way to like the end where the tree line stopped.
Dead ends or whatever.
No, this is when they're on the way back. The tree line stopped, and then they reversed all the way back, and then they went back through again. It was just eerie. We were in a really the place we were was not public at all. Nobody knew we were there.
It was literally an unmarked road.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like it was just. It couldn't have been more
Secluded.
So that was the scariest thing that happened today for sure.
And then they gunned it too. They gunned it.
Yeah, they gunned it to like get away, or not get away from us, but maybe scare us.
Yeah, it was just like, what are these guys up to? And then Grant wanted to keep recording, and I just wanted to get the hell out of there.